Realty Index continues to outpace the benchmark Nifty 50, logging in a gain of more than 30% compared to 24% returns on the Nifty 50 index. As India's $180 billion worth real estate sector witnesses formalization, analysts believe double whammy of demand and supply side consolidation will keep this sector in the spotlight for the next 3 to 5 years, wherein premium and branded housing will continue to benefit amid consolidation. Credit crisis, which began in FY19, accelerated the pace of consolidation and benefited Grade A developers more. As unsold inventory at under-construction projects decline, residential developers are expecting to resume launches again. Let's take a closer look at the factors aiding demand. Low mortgage rates and affordable prices are likely to spur demand. Mortgage rates offered by most large lenders are in the range of 7 to 7.5% for 20-year housing loans and are the lowest ever historically since 2005. Robust hiring outlook for IT, fintech, GICs and salary hikes will help support housing demand, especially in South India. Continued work from home is expected to support residential housing demand as well. While prices have remained stagnant over the last 5 years, with the market share of larger organized developers having grown to more than 24% in FY21 of Tier 1 residential sales value versus 11% in FY17. On an aggregate basis, top 10 listed developers in India have been able to bring down their consolidated net debt levels by 37% to 27,400 crores between Q4 FY20 and Q1 FY22. This has been achieved through a combination of reduction in cost of debt by 80 to 160 basis points, reduction in corporate overheads by 20 to 40% from pre-COVID levels, operating cash surpluses, asset sales and equity capital raises either through QIP route or through dilution at the SPV level. Owing to healthy balance sheets, access to capital and many unlisted, weaker developers being shunted out of the market, most developers in the listed space have aggressive launch plans from second half FY22 onwards and are looking to grow at a double-digit sales value CAGR over the next 2-3 years, which will lead to market share gains assuming that industry size remains stagnant. While the overall real estate sector in India, especially in the unlisted space, continues to grapple with high cost and quantum of debt, listed developers' balance sheets have become leaner and puts them in a strong position to invest for growth in the medium term and is likely to accelerate the pace of consolidation in the sector. Heading into the festive season in second half of FY22, listed developers have lined up a slew of launches across Tier 1 cities. Let's take a look at some residential developer stocks that analysts are betting on. Godrej Properties sales bookings improved to 500 crores in July 21 and with 4 to 5 launches in Q2 FY22, sales trajectory should meaningfully improve. With about 21 launches lined up in FY22, analysts expect Godrej Properties to clock 70 to 100 crores worth of sales bookings in FY22, implying a 7% year-on-year growth even after accounting for a muted first half of FY22. Oberoi Realty's established track record in Goregaon Borivali will enable the company to replicate success in Thane Worli in the coming decade. Quality construction and dispute-free land acquisition strategies drove success over the last 2 decades. A combination of continued sales momentum and increased lease-ups, rental normalization will drive 29% revenue CAGR according to analysts in FY21 to 23 when sector consolidation favors Oberoi. According to Prestige Estates Management, there's a large pipeline of residential launches of 12 to 15 MSF lined up between September 2021 to March 2022 across South India, Noida and Mumbai. With the launch of the new Mumbai and Noida projects, the company is targeting gross sales bookings of 6,000 to 6,500 crores in FY22 and has a medium-term target of reaching 10,000 crore of gross sales bookings by FY24-25, of which 50% share may be from markets outside Bengaluru. Q1 FY22 saw Brigade Enterprises achieve residential sales bookings of 0.8 MSF worth 480 crores, driven by Hyderabad and Chennai markets, which contributed to 40% of the quarter's sales, similar to H2 FY21. While Q1 was relatively muted with 1.9 MSF of planned launches in the remainder FY22 and 7.6 MSF of unsold inventory, Street expects bookings of 5 MSF each in FY22 to 24 worth over 3,000 crores annually, which will help the company tide over any prolonged weakness in rental asset leasing and hotel operations. DLF intends to launch new projects of 8.3 MSF in FY22 and is targeting an annual booking run rate of at least 4,000 crores versus pre-COVID levels of 2,000 to 2,500 crores on the back of new launches, along with completed inventory worth 5,180 crores as of June 21. DLF has outlined a long-term plan to launch and develop 35 MSF worth projects with a potential sale value of 36 to 40,000 crores.